Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tara, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at how their close friends view the connection. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We have 3 piles to choose from with 3 cards and 3 different pairs of rose quartz. So for pile number 1, we have more of this raw uncut rose quartz piece that was gifted to me with the card the 9 of cups. And then for pile 2, we have this heart rose quartz with the King of Swords card. And for pile 3, we have more of like a polished / raw kind of rose quartz rock. And we have the card, the 4 of Swords. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. So have the person in mind while you're picking a pile. See which one you're most drawn to, and the one that you're most drawn to is the one that you're going to choose. But if you're drawn to more than one, you're always welcome to choose more than one pile. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this raw, uncut piece of rose quartz with the 9 of cups, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how their close friends view the connection. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. When you're listening, if some details resonate where some don't, then just take what resonates. But if nothing in the reading resonates, then you're more than welcome to pick another pile for your connection. So with your 9 of Cups card that I felt here, I kind of feel this energy of this person's close friends looking at your connection like this is something other people would wish to have. Because the 9 of Cups talks about wish fulfillment, right? And I'm kind of sensing that they look at this connection as if other people would wish to have a connection like yours, at least from the outside perspective. Things look like you're very happy together and very content with each other. And with the rainbow here, this may bring hope to their close friends that relationships like this do exist, the types of relationships they would wish for. So they're kind of like looking at you and your person as some kind of power couple, some kind of couple that is meant to last for a really long time, and that you give hope to other people that are wanting, a similar type of connection. They view this connection as real, raw, unfiltered, where you and this person can be your true selves in front of each other. And there is no sense of hiding things or hiding your true personalities from each other. You two look content with each other and look happy, and it kind of inspires their close friends that they can have a connection like this too, or at least a very happy, fulfilling connection. And they view you as the type of person your person would wish for in terms of personality traits. And so they're thinking that this person got exactly what they wish for with the 9 of Cups. You're like their manifestation, their dream girl, dream boy. That's kind of what I'm getting from the 9 of Cups. So your person's close friends see your person and see how content they are, how happy they are, how fulfilled they are, and they feel a lot of hope for you and the connection and how it's going to grow in the future. You may be very sweet with each other or love to give gifts to each other, because this is a crystal that was gifted to me by a close friend. So I don't know why I was drawn to it, but I was drawn to it for your reading. So maybe you love to gift each other things or just be very sweet to each other in certain ways, and this person's close friends can see that. So that's a really lovely message starting off your reading. So let's get your other cards. So spirit guides of my pile number 1s. Spirit guides of my pile number 1s, and I'm going to be completely honest with everything I see. So how their close friends view this connection, please. The connection on their mind. How their close friends view this connection, please. And I feel this card. So, we do have the Empress at the back of the deck for now. We're just going to take a look at these first few cards, and then we'll take a look at the rest of your cards bit by bit. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. 2 knights, that's quite interesting. Then we have the Ten of Wands, and I pulled one extra card by accident, but let's see. We have the Three of Wands. Okay, so this person actually does talk to their friends a lot, their close friends, about things that are happening in your connection, and they mostly say good things. Let me just check that these are in frame before I start speaking. So, I don't know if you've met this person's close friends yet. Some of you have. Some of you are friends with their close friends, whereas some of you want to get to know their close friends or meet them. And they want to meet you too if you haven't met them yet. Or they at least want to get to know you more with the Page of Swords. Get to know who you are, not just what your person says about you, because this person speaks very highly of you and daydreams about you a lot. That's what their close friends notice about your person. And they seem to have a lot of hopeless romantic feelings towards you with the Knight of Cups, have a soft spot in their heart for you. And they seem to have a lot of hope for the future in terms of where they see this connection going. I really sense that this person has told their close friends, I see a future with this person. I really do. I see myself taking more steps towards them, taking more action towards them, and I see a vision for our future. And I see that door opening up. And they talk about you so highly in a way, this person to their close friends, where they constantly see your person being in their feelings about you in a good way, like in this hopeless romantic type of energy, which is really, really cute. This person's close friends, I'm almost hearing the word whipped. They see this person as whipped or in love, hopelessly in love. And that's kind of the feeling I'm getting here from this Knight of Cups and Three of Wands opposite the Nine of Cups. So this person's close friends view the connection as it's strong enough. It has a lot of romance to be able to make it to the end, to be able to be endgame, if you will. Believe it or not, this person's close friends actually see this future that your person envisions with you. They do see it. They do see the compatibility levels, and they do see this. And they're very curious as to who you are, getting to know the deeper sides to you. Maybe they also want to be friends with you and talk to you more. And okay, I'm getting the kind of sense here that your person's close friends maybe view the connection in more of an intuitive way with the owl here. So they may be sensing things intuitively about your connection, that this is something that feels more like it's meant to be, more like, fate, if that makes sense. Maybe they wouldn't say it to your person, because like to them it sounds crazy, which is why I'm even struggling to find the words to describe this feeling. It feels like more of this kind of fated feeling of it's meant to be, and they can't believe that love like that existed before your person met you. They didn't believe that this type of love would exist. You know what I mean? So I'm laughing because it's just like so crazy to these people's close friends. I feel like your connection kind of takes their breath away and leaves them a little bit speechless because they didn't believe that love like this actually existed. They've probably moved towards people but never met somebody that is their dream person, and your person has. Maybe they have, but it's like the way they see this connection is just more like this fairy tale, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I'm getting here. And they kind of sense that your connection has gone through some hardships and challenges, but no connection doesn't with the Ten of Wands. And I mean, if you really want a person, if you really want to be with them and wish to be with them, you will continue taking action towards them and continue moving towards the connection and work in the connection as a team if you want the connection to grow and transform. So the way this person's close friends are viewing the connection is, yes, there may be hardships, but every connection has its own set of hardships and challenges. What matters is how we react to those hardships and challenges and how we work through that together as a team, because that shows how we can build a connection for the future, how we can transform and grow together as a couple. And so this person's close friends view the connection like this. There are some challenges, but it can grow past this. If this is what you both really want, then it doesn't really matter, because you're kind of like lucky is how these close friends view you. You're both lucky to be in this connection and to have met each other. And with the Page of Swords, there could be something about their close friends viewing your connection as you two can always speak to each other, have a strong mental connection together, get along in a way where you're always having fun and laughing and kind of like making jokes together, having banter together, speaking a lot together, constantly having communication towards each other. And this person's close friends view this person as like they're always daydreaming about you, thinking about you, and they want a future with you. So that's very cool to see. To be honest, this person's close friends see potential for you two to even have a family together with the Empress at the back of the deck, because the Empress is usually depicted as a pregnant woman in the tarot. So they can even see you two going to further heights, like having family, marriage, things like that, if that's something you want, of course. And with the Empress here, they view you as very loving to your person, like you're always nurturing your person, giving to your person, generous towards your person, and giving them so much love and sweetness as well as depth. Okay, so now I feel like talking about the zodiac signs I see here. So with the Empress, this is Taurus and Libra, Venusian energy. And Venus is the planet of love and romance. If you don't relate to those signs, that could just be that they think this connection is full of love and romance, and that you two have a beautiful connection in some way. Okay, we also see here Pisces and that Neptunian energy. So they view your connection as like very dreamy in some way, the type of connection others would dream of having. Then we also have the other water signs, which are Cancer and Scorpio. And we have Libra again. And then the other signs, the other air signs are Aquarius and Gemini coming through. Then we have Aries and Sagittarius. And the influence of the Saturn energies here. So again, that hardship and restriction is coming up, but then I kind of feel the energy of Jupiter as well, with luck here and expansion in your reading as I just take a look at the energies. So Saturn is the planet of hardships and restrictions, but they teach us lessons to help us grow. And then Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion. So it's kind of like they're viewing your connection as you're very lucky to be together in some way. So we're now going to take a look at the rest of the tarot cards in a minute. In the last month, only 41% of my viewers have subscribed to my channel. So if you enjoy my videos so far and would like to stay up to date with what I post daily, hit the subscribe button to not miss out. Thank you to all my subscribers that have been supporting me since the beginning. Your support means the world to me. My goal is to reach 100k subscribers by the end of the year, and I can't do it without you. I will also be picking one random subscriber a week to give a free 30-minute reading to, so leave any comment on any of the videos of the week to enter. Okay, so spirit guides of pile number 1. How their close friends view the connection, please. How their close friends view this connection, please. I'm almost getting knight in shining armor with this card, like that type of fairy tale vibe. I don't know, maybe they view your connection as like fairy tale kind of energies. Like so romantic that it's unbelievable. Okay. So we do have the Five of Wands at the back of the deck. So let's just see the other cards that come out so that I can understand what I see here. So I keep getting very strongly that these friends want to get to know you, want to either meet you or get to know you more, be a friend to you as well. Because it's kind of like the way they're viewing this connection is you are important to your person, so they want to be friends with you as well. They want to get to know you as well. Invite you in their circle. That's kind of what I'm getting with the Three of Cups here, since we are talking about close friends. Then we have the Page of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is really, really interesting because I was speaking about working as a team together when we go through challenges and hardships. And that's kind of what I see with the Five of Wands at the back of the deck, which can either represent a challenge, a hardship, as we spoke about before with that Saturn influence, or it can represent sometimes, having arguments or fights or conflicts here and there, or not agreeing on certain things, or having differences or opposing opinions or viewpoints. That's kind of what I'm getting with the Five of Wands. But with the Three of Pentacles, we should learn to compromise and learn where to kind of like work together as a team and not against each other. So even if there are challenges or conflicts here and there, it's like these friends still view it as still quite a healthy connection, or it does have potential to grow in some way. It does have potential to expand, and where you build trust together and not constantly like fight or create unhealthy dynamics. That's kind of what I see. Like their close friends see a potential in this connection. We have the Page of Pentacles for you to learn and grow with the Page of Pentacles, especially when it has to do with communication with the Page of Swords. Then we have the Eight of Swords and we have the Two of Swords. Okay. So their close friends view you as trustworthy, genuine, loyal, supportive to your person. I just noticed we have 333 here. And 3 is the number of growth and expansion, as we spoke about before, but it's also a number of support. And what's interesting is the number 3 is ruled by Jupiter. So that Jupiter energy is coming up really strongly, where they view the connection as like it has its own set of luck even through the challenges. And you are really lucky to have met each other and to be able to even be in this connection. And also these friends are very supportive of this connection. They like this connection. That's kind of what I see with the number 333 here, but also with the cross here. I don't know if you're religious or not, or if your person's religious. I'm kind of getting for some of you, if you are religious in some way, it's like you're both following God or something like that for some of you, not all. But I also feel with this cross, if you're more spiritual and you don't relate to that religious energy or even Christianity in any way, it's okay. But there's something about the divine supporting this connection. I don't know why it's coming through in this reading. It definitely is here. So that's what I'm seeing there. And then this person's close friends view your connection as you're not only having a lot of romance together, but you also have this type of energy where you have a strong friendship together and you're both making good decisions that help the connection. At times you both may feel stuck and not know what to do next, but it is a learning journey with the Page of Pentacles. Some of you could be in a new connection, or it could be that you're still learning with the 3 pages here, or it could be that there is some kind of innocent type of love where, like it's not something where they're viewing the connection as just lust or anything like that. It's an innocent type of love where you two are playful together, where you two have a friendship together, where you two want to hold hands and kiss, and like that type of innocent kind of puppy love is what I'm picking up on here. So their friends' opinions on this is they still need to see kind of like what happens in your connection, still need to like see where things go, but so far it looks good to them. So far they kind of think that it may take time for it to get to the point you probably want it to be at, because I feel like since this person sees a future with you and you see a future with them and they see you as genuine, honest, trustworthy, a good lover to your person, they kind of see this connection as more of a long-term connection, even if it is still new. So we're going to take a look at the Oracle cards in a second. I just want to get a clarification card for the Two of Swords, Seven of Swords, Six of Cups. Okay. So this person's close friends have seen them grow over time. And the way they're viewing your person is they may have not always made the best decisions in their past connections. I don't know what it has to do with, but Seven of Swords is not always bad. It's not always deceitful. It can be like things we're doing wrong in the connections, in the previous connections, or choosing the wrong partners in the previous connections, like partners that aren't trustworthy. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm picking up here. So either your person chose the wrong partners, people that were completely wrong for them in the past, that didn't respect them, weren't genuine, weren't honest, weren't trustworthy, or your person didn't make the best decisions in their previous connections. And so they're kind of viewing your person as they've grown now. They've grown a lot. They've learned a lot about themselves, about love, and what they do and don't want. And so now they're trusting that your person can make better decisions from a place of maturity. So, Spirit Guides of pile number ones. How do the close friends view the connection? We have endless opportunities. So they view the connection to have endless opportunities to grow, to transform. And even though we have the butterflies here, this is like the transformative energy I was speaking about before. With the bubbles, there's this kind of childlike feeling of joy to this connection, where it's like that puppy love type of energy, as I spoke about before. And they see opportunities for you to take it to the next level in some way. They see the potential here. We have the Portal Keeper. So this card makes me feel as though with the cat, you both have your own sort of independence and your own individual lives. But you have that love together, that hopeless romantic love, and a lot of romance and sweetness towards each other, but you also have your own independence. You allow each other to have the freedom to be yourselves, to do the things you want to do when it comes to your hobbies, when it comes to this person being with their friends and having other type of connections in their life, not romantic, but like their friendships, their family, things like that. So you give this person the space and time to focus on themselves, to do things that better themselves, and that is what their close friends are seeing. And then we have water with the overflow. So this person's friends are kind of viewing this connection in a way where they are feeling a little bit protective over the connection with the Portal Keeper, where I felt this in the beginning, but it's kind of like, when you see your friend get a really good relationship and you're like, don't mess this up. Not that you think they would mess it up, because you can see that they're mature, they're making better decisions now for their life. They're much more mature than what they were in the past. And I don't know what happened in the past, but either they just didn't pick good partners or they just didn't make good decisions because they were young and they didn't know any better. But now it's like they feel a little bit protective over you, like, you better not mess this up with this person because they're a keeper. That's kind of what I'm getting here with this card. And then we have harmonic flight at the back of the deck. which is a soul connection card. I just saw the number 69, so I don't think your person talks about the more sensual things of your relationship, but they're kind of viewing it like you have a lot of passion towards each other in that way. But then with water, the overflow, it's more of a deeper emotional connection where you two really overflow and pour onto each other, and it's reciprocated where it's not just one person giving to the other person, it's both of you pouring into each other with an endless supply of love. And I think they may be sensing certain things about these connections, this connection. I say these connections because there's many of you watching, but they may be sensing these things about the connection because I feel like your person does talk about some of the things we've spoken about, but they don't speak about everything. And so this card is like a very intuitive card. So they may be sensing some of the things I've spoken about just from their intuition. I don't think they do it consciously, but they are. So maybe some of these things are just assumptions and not things that your person has actually told them. But they believe that you two have a lot of love for each other, that you two are very similar in ways. You have your differences, but you also have similarities. And with the infinity symbol here on harmonic flight makes me feel like you two will soar to the sky together. You two are giving each other freedom and love, and this looks like the type of love that lasts forever, a forever type of love. They see you as a rare gem, and I think they see the same vision for the future that your person does. And lastly, you know how a cat always lands on its feet? Even if you two go through challenges together, you'll always land on your feet. That's kind of what I'm getting there. So this is what I have for you, pile number 1. I hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this rose quartz heart crystal and the King of Swords, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how their close friends view the connection. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If some messages resonate and some don't, then just take what resonates. But if the whole reading about your connection doesn't make sense, then I would suggest picking another pile if you are drawn to other piles. So the King of Swords here, I got this vibe of mystery from your person where I feel like they're very private. They're kind of like that person that with their friends, they only tell them more of the things that they would want to tell them. So your person is coming across as very private and secure within themselves, secure within their choices they make. And so this person's close friends are viewing the connection as quite like a mystery where they don't know everything about the connection, but they only know what your person wants to tell them. And that's not a bad thing because I feel like they're viewing it as if your person has a lot of respect for you, that they're not going to say everything about your person, like everything about you, I mean. It's like the close, intimate details. They're not going to tell them about that out of a place of respect. And so your person does speak about you, but more about the things that they want to speak about, not the intimate details, not things that the friends don't need to know. And so they're kind of viewing you like this mystery person that they would love to meet one day if you haven't met them yet, or they're kind of viewing the connection as a little bit of a mystery where they're curious as to know more about your connection and what the type of dynamic you have together is. They're viewing your person as very rational, intelligent, like very stoic in some way, usually operating from a place of logic rather than emotion. And they view your person as the type of person that makes very good decisions in their life. They're secure within themselves, so they know what they want and they know what they don't want. They have clarity on what they want in love. They're viewing your person as a type of person that takes dating very seriously, that doesn't want to waste their time. They don't see a point in just dating anyone. And so if they're going to date you and have this feeling of security within the connection and not feel the need to explain themselves to their friends because they know the decisions they're making and why they're making it because they know what they want, then I'm hearing their friends trust in them, trust in their decision-making process, and trust that this connection is good for them. So that's what I'm feeling with the King of Swords. But I mentioned this person being very logical, rational, making decisions from logic rather than emotion. But they are sensing and seeing the effect you have on this person, where you're getting them more in touch with their heart space and their emotional nature, which their friends haven't really seen their emotional nature. They know that your person does feel things, but they're not that type of person that shares their feelings with their friends. That's kind of what I'm getting from your person. But it's like you open up their heart, you open up their emotions to being more vulnerable. So they're actually really happy that, you're bringing that side of them out, that more vulnerable emotional side. It's like they can see you really make this person's heart flutter in some way, but your person isn't really saying that, but they can see it based on the way your person acts about you, based on the way they are lately. When they talk about you, they have a big smile on their face. And I feel like some of you, usually your person isn't one to show their emotions on their face. For some of you, not all. But they can see the difference in your person's demeanor. They look more light, they look more happy. They look more happy, they're constantly thinking about you and talking to you. So they think that you have quite a strong mental connection, and they think that your person has clarity on what they know. They know what they want and they have what they want. So that's kind of what I see here. I just saw the number 444. Your person may be very protective over you. They may feel safe around you. They may feel secure with you. They may feel like you're the one that they want to have a home with, a family with, marriage with. Something like that is coming through for some of you. If you are at that stage in your connection where you've spoken about the future. Because 4 is the 4th house in astrology, and 4 relates to Cancer energies, the home. So it could also be that you two seem very comfortable with each other. Like maybe you two go to each other's homes a lot. And yeah, it just seems like you're comfortable around each other. Like you two have that type of connection. I don't know how to explain it. Your friend, this person's friends, I mean, I keep messing up my words. This person's friends see the connection, but they may not exactly know how to describe it because your person hasn't given them much information. And that's what I feel with the 5 of Pentacles. There's this lack of information, mystery. Okay, we have the 9 of Cups, which was pile number 1's card if you were drawn. And I did shuffle your deck properly to get pile 2's energy before I started your reading. So if you were drawn to pile number 1, you're more than welcome to watch it. But if not, that's also okay. I will get different messages for you, of course. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, I'm first going to take a look at these cards and then I'll pull more cards in a bit. So the 5 of Pentacles is at the back of the deck, with the 2 of Cups and King of Cups behind that. So I feel like this person's close friends are viewing you two as very similar because you're showing up as the Queen of Cups. Regardless of gender, it's okay. Like even for the LGBTQ plus connections, it's fine. But what I'm basically saying is, I mean, we have the King of Cups and Queen of Cups and 2 of Cups. So there's definitely a lot of romance that they see in your connection. And look at these two people. They're also very mysterious where we can't necessarily see their faces. I think I'm going to take these two cards. We can't necessarily see their two faces, but we see them kissing. We see the romance between them budding and becoming something. So let's analyze these cards and see what I'm picking up here. Before I get into what I see here, I just have something to say. In the last month, only 41% of my viewers have subscribed to my channel, so if you enjoy my videos so far and would like to stay up to date with what I post daily, hit the subscribe button to not miss out. Thank you to all my subscribers for supporting me since the beginning. Your support means the world to me. My goal is to reach 100k subscribers by the end of the year, and I can't do it without you. I will also be picking one random subscriber a week to give a free 30-minute reading to, so leave any comments on any of the videos of the week to enter. So in terms of zodiac signs I see here, there's a lot of water energy cards at the bottom and with the 9 of Cups. So there could also be a lot of water placements here in this pile of yours or theirs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I feel more of your energy coming through as watery, but it could be that they also have water placements. Or it could be that you're getting them more in this emotional state, as I said before, because I mean, we're going from King of Swords to King of Cups. So this definitely confirms what I was saying earlier, where I said that you get this person more in their emotional nature, and that's the kind of effect their close friends are seeing you have on them, where they're more in touch with their emotions and heart and vulnerability than they were before. They're more comfortable with expressing that side of themselves than they were before. We also have a lot of air sign energy with the King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Then we also have Sagittarius and Leo. And we have Taurus. I know I mentioned a lot of signs, but this could be yours or theirs. But I mostly feel the water sign energy and the air sign energy. So in terms of this 2 of Cups I was talking about and the 6 of Cups, I want to look at these two cards first. So the 2 of Cups here can indicate that you two have a very deep emotional connection. Even with the King of Cups and Queen of Cups, that's what their friends are seeing about your connection, that it's a very deep emotional connection, very much a connection that they can see it's real, genuine, true love. And with the 6 of Cups, the 6 of Cups can sometimes represent a soulmate. So this person's close friends may view the connection as if you two are soulmates in some way. And I feel this like kind of feeling of their friends not knowing whether this is true or not, feeling like it's quite unbelievable, the type of love you have together. They don't know if they're just making an assumption because the love's so mysterious or if it is actually a soulmate connection. Because the way your person talks about you is like, damn, I didn't know there was such connections like that out there in the world. I feel tears coming out of my eyes. I don't know if this person has ever cried tears of joy because of you in front of their friends. Like, wait, this person, your person has said, I'm so lucky to have them. They're exactly the type of person I've wanted for a long time, but never had. With the 5 of Pentacles at the back of the deck, it's like either this person was single for a really long time or lonely for a really long time, or they were constantly feeling rejected or feeling abandoned by those they love, but somehow you don't abandon them. This person could have constantly felt like they were looking for love, but felt like love wasn't finding them in the past. And they were constantly hopeful for love. I don't think they spoke about it to their friends, but I think their friends could see they've always wished for love. So this person doesn't exclaim these things, doesn't speak about it, but their friends intuitively sense this about them with the owl here, because owls are symbols of intuition. Okay, what else am I getting? Six of Cups, your person's very nostalgic about you and the sort of memories you have together. They may be very sentimental about you and the things you have together or the certain memories you have together. They view you as the type of person they've always been wishing for with the Nine of Cups because the Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. And they believe that your person, their friend, is really, really happy and fulfilled in this connection. And that this is like end game, is what I'm hearing. Which is why I say there are similarities to pile one, but differences in a way. Because the Nine of Cups here tells me that this person has wished for a person like you, wished for a person with values like you, with a personality like you. And with the Queen of Cups, they see you as somebody very genuine, someone really in touch with your heart space and emotions. They see you as somebody very empathetic, kind, nurturing, and graceful in some way. They see you as somebody that is trustworthy, supportive, genuine, and you have good intentions towards their friend. I don't think these are the types of friends to express what they're thinking. They wouldn't actually tell this to your person or to you, but they think this in their mind. Because I kind of feel their energy, and they're also a little bit mysterious with their words and things like that. I feel like your person's friendship with them is very lighthearted and very like much like we only share what we want to share. Not that it's secretive or anything, but it has boundaries to it, if that makes sense. Their connections aren't too emotional with their friends. I'm getting that it's more surface level, but not in a bad way. It's like with the connection with you, they see you as more of your person's best friend than they are. And they're not bitter or mad about it. They're actually okay with it because, okay, for example, let's say you're watching about a man. Let's say you're dating a man, and this man only like plays games with his friends or, has conversations and interactions and drinks with them or has more of like that surface level type of friendship with his friends, but they don't really speak about their emotions or love or things like that. It's more so just casual, if that makes sense. But with you, the connection's much deeper. And their friends are okay with it. They're not like emotional types of people. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm sensing about their friends. They view your connection as it has a lot of romance and stability to become something more. But they may also view the connection to have its own set of hardships and challenges with the Ten of Wands, and there's the influence of Saturn here and Venus within this pile. And I feel like the influence of water energy quite strongly. So water energy is strong emotions, strong emotional connection. As I said before, Venus is the planet of romance, love, and beauty. So you have a very romantic, beautiful connection that seems very giving, that seems to be either like, I don't know if some of you are high school sweethearts or if some of you have just been in this connection for a really long time with the Six of Cups. You've gone through your own hurdles and challenges here and there, but you've stayed strong for a while. That's kind of what I'm getting for a lot of you because pile number one was more of like a new connection. I feel this connection is a connection that's been in your life for some time. You have a lot of memories together, a strong foundation together with the Two of Pentacles. So I feel with those watching this pile, you've probably been with this person at least a few years, or at least many, many months where it feels like it's been a long time, where it feels like this is more of a committed type of connection. And they think your connection's actually really going really well with the Six of Wands, even if there are some challenges here and there, some lessons here and there that both of you need to learn. You two are getting through it very graciously, if that makes sense, very gracefully, where it doesn't seem like a hard kind of connection. It seems very easygoing and flowing. where it doesn't seem like your person is trying to force anything with you. It seems like things just happen naturally and easily as they're supposed to. And it seems like there is definitely a strong foundation for this connection. They believe that ever since you have come into your person's life, that they have been more happy, more flowing, more like at ease in their mind and emotions, and they're noticing that. And with the infinity symbol here, they view this person as like they have their heart stuck with you forever. Like even if you try to leave this person, they'd love you forever. That's kind of how they're viewing your person. Let's get 2 lost cards. So 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Wands as well. Okay, the 5 of Wands is behind that. And 2 of Swords. So I feel like when I look at your connection and their assumptions, they may assume that you two are so similar sometimes, where communication can sometimes be, how do I explain this, Spirit? Okay, so you know people that are so similar in ways, because I mean we have the King of Cups, Queen of Cups. I even saw the Queen of Swords was popping out, King of Swords. It's like you two are the exact, like, if this is a straight connection, it's like you're either the feminine version of this person if you're a woman watching, they're the masculine version of you, or vice versa, like you're the masculine version of this woman. It's kind of giving me that vibe. Or if this is an LGBTQ plus connection, it's kind of giving me this vibe of like, okay, 2 women that are exactly the same, or 2 men that are exactly the same, or however you resonate with this. It's kind of giving me that vibe. And so they're kind of like wondering or making an assumption here of, do they butt heads a lot because of their similarities, or are things free flowing? They don't really know. They're kind of like assuming or guessing here, or asking a question in their mind, like, do they ever have fights? Because that 5 of Wands didn't come in the spread. So it's not like they're viewing the connection like this, but they're asking the question in their mind, like, they're so similar. Do they butt heads? Do they get along at all times? Or do they sometimes trigger each other? Or do they sometimes just like feel like they're so similar that they're the same person in 2 different bodies, and that they just get along so well? So with Queen of Wands, King of Wands, they believe that your person and you are going to stay for the long run. With the 4 of Pentacles, are going to hold on to each other for a long time. They believe that your person is forever going to be nostalgic about your memories and the beautiful connection you have. And I'm clairvoyantly seeing marriage, so I keep picking up on that energy that they view this connection as if it's going to last until it's like a commitment. And even further. So they're hoping that it does, because this connection makes your person really happy and fulfilled. And they couldn't imagine your person breaking up with you and moving on to somebody else. Like, they just can't imagine that at all. They can't imagine your person being with somebody else. And I know, like, for them, for these friends, it's like a bit much to say marriage, because these friends are not the types of friends that would just say that about a connection, but they actually do see that with you genuinely, because I feel these are the types of friends that would never just say that to just say it. You know what I mean? So they actually see some kind of serious connection here, and they see you to be being so similar in ways, and they see you also helping your person become a lot more confident within themselves. They see your person taking the lead in some way, or you taking the lead, take it as it resonates, where you're both taking action towards each other and putting in effort towards the connection. They view the connection as it has stability, it has an emotional connection, it has lots of passion. Your person hasn't told them, but they can see how passionate they feel about you when they speak about you. And you two bring out the best in each other is what they're sensing or guessing here. Because they're not really sure, but they can see that you're bringing out good qualities within your person where they're more brave, they're more confident within themselves. They look self-assured in some way. Even when it comes to their career and their goals and their finances or studies, it's like they seem more confident in themselves and more sure of themselves ever since they've met you. So it's like you have this good effect on your person. Let's go ahead and look at the oracle cards now. This person's friends also view you as very beautiful or handsome, depending on what you resonate with, but not in a way of like attraction towards you, just in a way of like, oh, your person's lucky because this person's beautiful on the outside, but also beautiful on the inside. So, spirit guides of pile number 2. Spirit guides of pile 2. How do their close friends view the connection? We have beyond the mind. You know, I feel with this card is exactly what I felt during the connection, during the reading. Do you see how I keep stuttering over my words? I keep messing up my words. It's like, I think a lot of the things I'm talking about are things they sense about the connection intuitively, because it kind of looks like this person's channeling. And it's like beyond what we can even express in our mind, beyond what we can even think in our mind. It blows their mind in some way. Because it's just like, wow, I've never thought there can actually be a type of love like this. Does that make sense? Like, I never thought love like this actually existed, and it blows my mind. That's how they're viewing it. With awakened awareness, it's making them awaken to the fact that love like this does exist, and there is hope and possibility for them as well to find their soulmate in the type of more soulmatey love. And maybe they've seen your person go through certain challenges with you or go through certain things with you that were not quite easy, but believe in themselves enough and the strength of the connection to be able to have that awareness to move through that challenge. And so they're learning from your connection. They're looking at your connection and very like curious about it is what I feel. Then we have journey to wholeness. Okay, since this lady is naked here on the Journey to Wholeness card and her hands are over her heart space, they believe that you two have a lot of love for each other, evolution at the back of the deck, and that you two are going to continue to evolve and grow together. You two seem to be like an open book towards each other, very honest, where you hide nothing from each other. And you two seem to have a lot of love for each other. Genuine, true, heartfelt love. It's like they're not viewing this in a codependent way, but they're viewing this connection as your connection brings your person hope, brings them wholeness, brings them purpose, helps them become a better person. And so they're not just viewing it as, oh, you know, you have a lot of romance together and all these things, but you are actually bringing out the best version of them, which is a green flag I'm hearing. They're viewing it as a green flag because that shows a strength within your connection. That shows that you don't just have romance and love. You know, we can have romance and love with a lot of people, but can they really bring out the best version of us? Not everybody can. So they're viewing this as like, wow. I'm even feeling speechless during your reading. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this more polished / raw crystal with the 4 of Swords, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how their close friends view this connection. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If some messages resonate, whereas some don't, only take what resonates. And if nothing in the reading resonates, then I suggest picking another pile if you are drawn to any others. So the Four of Swords here makes me think of Sleeping Beauty for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, I'll try to understand what that means later on. I feel like with the Four of Swords, they kind of feel like your connection is very chilled and laid back towards each other. They feel like your person feels safe in your presence. They feel like your person is always daydreaming about you or dreaming about you. They may actually tell them about the dreams they have about you if they do dream of you often. Or they just see them daydreaming about you often whenever they're hanging out with them. And with the Four of Swords, I'm getting that you feel like comfort or home to your person. That you two just have like this very chilled, laid back type of connection with each other where you two can just hang out and, watch movies all day and lay in bed all day and cuddle all day. That's kind of how they're viewing your connection, more like cuddly and comforting and homey type of love, if that makes sense. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of your cards. So Spirit Guides of pile number 3, how do their close friends view the connection? I'm getting a very gentle vibe from you and this connection. Like a lot of gentleness, because even as I'm shuffling these cards, it feels very gentle. We have the Knight of Wands, or your person's very gentle towards you and you are to them, vice versa. We have the Page of Cups. I've actually never seen this card before. She kind of looks like a mermaid, but she's not really. I don't know. This is quite a new tarot deck. Then we have the Three of Swords. We have the Seven of Wands. Okay. And the Page of Wands. So we'll take a look at the rest of your tarot cards in a bit. We do have the Queen of Wands at the back of the deck. Okay, so I'm going to be completely honest with everything I see here. And remember, how their friends view the connection may not exactly be true, or it may be true, just depending. So let me just check that these are in frame first before I start looking at these cards. So we have a lot of air energy in this pile and fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. These could be yours or their signs, but doesn't have to be. But if not, I just see their friends viewing this connection as very fiery and passionate, not only comforting, like that kind of like, let's cuddle and comfort each other. It's not just that, it's also very passionate. Or it seems so, because I'm hearing that song, Can't Keep My Hands to Myself. So I don't think your person speaks about this, but they can see either the way they talk about you with a sense of like a sparkle or a glimmer in their eye. They can see your person speaks about you in a very passionate way. I don't think your person would speak about more intimate details about your connection, like the kind of bedroom life, but they can see that your person has a lot of attraction towards you and a lot of passion towards you, and they can see that you're just a very appealing person to look at. Not that their friends have a crush on you or any type of like attraction towards you, but they can see you're an attractive person, right? Not that they have that attraction towards you, but they can see you're an attractive person. I hope that makes sense. With the Queen of Wands. And I'm always hearing that you have your person wrapped around your finger. That's how they're viewing you. Okay, and they're viewing the connection as like you two are always cuddling and spending time together and in bed and probably having a lot of sensual fun. Not that they think about it, but they think they're probably always having that type of passion. Okay, I don't mean to make this weird, but I'm seeing that. Okay. I'm also getting a lot of playfulness within this connection with the two pages here. They think that you two are very playful together because I'm seeing play fights and things like that. Or like you two love to joke around and laugh together. There's always laughter and joy here in the connection when it's really good, and like a sense of playfulness and fun and not taking it too seriously. They kind of sometimes look at you two as like you play fight like siblings, not in a weird way, but there are some couples like that. Or that you two just like love to banter with each other or joke around with each other. And it's kind of like they're viewing you two as you don't just have romance and passion towards each other. With these roses here, I'm thinking of romance. You don't just have romance and passion towards each other and like a strong feeling of passion and that type of energy, but there's also this energy with the moon here of a deep emotional connection that you two sometimes they're viewing it as like this emotional connection is so deep with the moon because the moon represents depth that sometimes it can't be contained. Like the love between you two is very intense that sometimes it doesn't have like this grounding energy here. How do I explain this, Spirit? Okay, Spirit is explaining it like this. I'm gonna just say trigger warning, but I don't know if it's needed or necessary, but they're saying that you are like a drug to this person. You feel like ecstasy to this person. This person can get quite addicted to you, quite obsessed with you in some ways. And the love is so intense. I also feel a Scorpio energy here, like a very intense love that I'm almost seeing Morticia and Gomez, right? Like a very intense love like that. But sometimes that high intensity can put you off balance in some ways. So I'm just going to say trigger warning again. Like, you know, when you take a certain substance, I've never taken them before, but I can imagine it's probably fun in the moment. But then after that fun, you're depleted from your energy or you're left feeling like you want more. So there's this type of feeling of either intense highs and lows between the two of you, or just this type of feeling of there's so much passion that it can sometimes feel a little bit intense where it hurts us with the Three of Swords. Because I'm imagining like, you know, if you touch fire, you get burned. This connection has so much passion and fire to it that it can sometimes burn us, or it can burn us if we're not careful with the Three of Swords and the energy and depiction of heartbreak here. So it's like you're so in love with each other in an intense way that it may sometimes feel like if I don't always have this person around, I feel alone, or if I don't always have. I don't know how to explain this energy. Spirit, please describe this to me. Bear with me, pile 3, sorry. Okay, so what Spirit is showing me is like Lilo and Stitch, the scene where there's that guy that dances with a fire and throws it around. I don't know what that's called, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But in that moment, it can feel really fun to look at that. It can feel like it's bringing you this feeling of ecstasy and like it's making me feel alive and all like, wow, I've never seen anything like this before. But in that scene, imagine he kind of like dropped the fire and that whole building went on fire. I don't know if that actually happened in the movie, but Spirit is showing it to me like that. And so it's like with all this passion, it can also burn in a way where it destroys. So I'm not saying that your connection is unhealthy or codependent or anything like this, but what I'm basically trying to say here is that friends may view this connection as like, it's so passionate that we must be careful to not hurt each other with that passion. It's so intense that we must be careful to not cross lines where we're hurting each other. Spirit is also showing me another example of the Notebook. If you look at their dynamic, they were so in love with each other, but the circumstances did not allow them to be together, that it really hurt their connection. And so I feel like there's just so much intensity here that their friends are almost a little bit concerned, not in a way that they're thinking this connection is bad for them, but they're just a little bit protective of their friend here with the Seven of Wands. Because I find it very hard to describe this energy, because I don't think their friends have said this to them, and they want to like think about it in this way, but they don't know how to describe it, if that makes sense, without feeling like they're not being supportive of their friend's connection. I hope that makes sense. Like they do want to be supportive of the connection, but they also don't want their friend to be heartbroken, or you to be heartbroken at the end of the day, and for this to end badly. Okay, let me look at the zodiac signs. I did look at zodiac signs, did I? Yes, I did. Let me see what else I'm getting here, and then we're gonna pull more cards, because I feel very stuck trying to explain this energy, but I hope you understand what I mean. So, what else am I getting here? How I mentioned the siren, like the mermaid, like she almost looks like a mermaid sitting on that rock. You have like this energy where you have them wrapped around your finger, where you can just like lure them in. Not that you do so, but you have that type of energy to you where you can make your person obsessed with you. And with Sleeping Beauty here, I think I mentioned her looking like Sleeping Beauty. You know, he kisses her with true love's kiss, and it awakens her. So I feel like that's a good sign. I feel like even though they have their concerns, they think that this could be a true love between the two of you. It does have potential to grow into that. But with the Page of Wands and Page of Cups, some of you are in quite new connections where we can't tell yet. Whereas some of you aren't, but they just see the potential of where this connection can grow, where it can become true love. And it can awaken both of you to more of that deeper emotional connection, with more stability, with more of this grounded, stable foundation you've created together. So that's basically what I want to say here. So, in the last month, only 41% of my viewers have subscribed to my channel. So if you enjoy my videos so far and would like to stay up to date with what I post daily, hit the subscribe button to not miss out. Thank you to all my subscribers that have been supporting me since the beginning. My goal is to reach 100k subscribers by the end of the year, and I can't do it without you. I will also be picking one random subscriber a week to give a free 30-minute reading to. So leave any comment on any of the videos of the week to enter. Okay, Spirit Guides of Pile 3, how their close friends view this connection. How their close friends view this connection. So we have the Four of Wands. See, it's like they see you two having a lot of fun together. Not only having that romance, but having a strong friendship. And the number 4 is about stability. So they do see the connection having the potential to become more stable, become more of an integral part of this person's life, where it's more stable and built and steady, where it won't fall. Because the Four of Wands is also fire energy. It's passionate, but it's stable since it's the number 4. And so they do see the potential for it to grow like that. And the Four of Wands can sometimes represent commitment or a union, of some kind. So they believe that you two, if you really commit to each other and commit to each other, even through hardships, that you will make it till the end, that they do see that potential. But I think for them, they're looking at it from the outside point of view where they're not exactly sure if they're right or wrong. Like they're kind of making this assumption based off what they see, but they don't know if it's true or not. So that's why I say take this reading with a grain of salt, because they could just be looking at this from the outside perspective and viewing it like this when maybe it's not actually like this. Do you get what I mean? Because sometimes people look at it from the outside, but they don't know what's happening on the inside. And that's why I say they haven't said this to your person, because they don't feel like it's their place to say anything. And they don't want to feel like they're not supporting the connection, because they are happy for you both, but they're also just very protective over their friend because they don't want both of you to get hurt. Okay, I hope that makes sense. We have the Knight of Cups. So there's a lot of hopeless romantic feelings within this connection. It feels like a young love, or it's still in the honeymoon stages. Even if you've been together for a while, it feels like you're still in the honeymoon stage. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I feel like with the intense passion, it's like they're thinking you guys must be careful to not just say things or do things without thinking. Like, for example, I mentioned banter. Let's say you two have playful banter, playful fights with each other. But sometimes if we go too far, if we cross the line too much, it can result in a fight. Like if one person says something that offends the other person, they don't know if it is actually like that or if they're just viewing it from their perspective, where, like, let's say they do that to their person, or they've done that before where they've crossed the line and then the person got angry at them. That's kind of the energy I'm trying to explain here, where there's so much passion that sometimes it's a little bit tricky, where we mustn't cross the line where it becomes a fight or where it becomes something that hurts each other's feelings in some way. We have the Three of Cups, so they definitely see your connection as it doesn't just have that strong romance, it also has a strong friendship feeling to it. Okay. And again, like, they're very protective over their friend, because they don't want their friend to get hurt with the Seven of Wands opposite the Three of Cups. They don't want it to end badly, where they have to comfort their friend. I'm sure if you could put yourself in this person's friend's shoes and, like, imagine your friend in a connection where you're protective over them, you would probably think the same thing. Just look at it from that perspective. I'm not sure what perspective you look at it from, but I'm just saying, like, I'm looking at it from their friends' shoes and perspectives. We have the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Look at all this fire energy. King of Pentacles and the Moon. So interesting. Okay. So, pile number 3. Let me just analyze this for a second. Okay, so I'm starting to understand this person's friend's perspective. It's not that you're giving any red flags or anything. They think that the love has a lot of potential, but they're looking at their friend here, your person, right? And they're viewing your friend, not your friend, their friend, your person, as somebody that has this hopeless romantic personality. They may not seem so as at first. They may seem like they're not at first, but actually they just have a soft heart. Even if your person does not say so, they can see it. Even if your person does not show that they have this soft heart, even if they have a little bit of a hard exterior, which some of you, your person doesn't, they still have a sensitive side to them with the Moon. And so, you know, the King of Pentacles is usually very rational, very grounded, very much making decisions from a grounded point of view and perspective, taking it slow. And so they do trust that your person has the ability to take it slow with you and first get to know you and first build a connection with you. So they're not that concerned, because when they look at this person, they see them as they will take it slow with you and really build a connection, a healthy connection with you. But they're also looking at your person as they have deeper feelings for you than you realize. And so they don't want your person to get hurt because of all these deep feelings they have for you with the moon. There's also Cancer energy here and Earth sign energy here, if you resonate. But if not, that's okay. And I feel like with the moon, it's a little bit hidden and mysterious here, where they're not really sure if these assumptions they're making are just assumptions, or if it's because they care about their friend with the moon, like they care about their friend's emotions, or if they're just looking at this from their own perspective, an illusion, because the moon can sometimes represent an illusion. I could imagine this as, let's say their friends have been in very passionate connections and it didn't work out. They could be looking at it from their own perspective, but maybe it's not really like that. Maybe they are projecting onto the connection, maybe they're not. I don't know. You'll have to tell me in the comments, but what I basically am trying to say is sometimes people look at things from their own perspective and their own point of view and their own life journey and how they encountered certain things in their life. But sometimes their life experiences aren't always exactly similar to ours. And maybe we handle things differently than they did. So it's not always the same. I hope that makes sense. That's basically what I see here. So they're trusting that your person can make good decisions that build the connection to more of the stable place rather than just this deep, emotional, intense connection. Because an intense connection is very beautiful, but like I said earlier, they're viewing it as if it's not stable or grounded, it has the possibility to hurt the both of you. Like where you I'm thinking of the moon, right? And how the moon controls the tides, the seas, and the moon is very connected to the ocean and that sense of depth and mystery. And like if we had to really go deep in the ocean, we'd have a potential to drown in that deep emotional connection, that love. And so they don't want their friend to drown. I feel like I'm over explaining myself here, but I feel like I'm not explaining it right. I hope I'm making sense here. So now let's take a look at your oracle cards. Okay, so Spirit Guides of pile number 3. Spirit Guides of pile number 3, how their close friends view the connection. We have radical expansion. So with the dragon here, they do view it as pretty powerful and strong. With a lot of love, it's like you continuously expand this person's heart. They have a very strong love for you and strong feelings for you, your person, and they see that. And their love for you grows the more and more they're with you. Each and every day it grows, and they can see that. And they can see the potential for this connection to expand and grow. So I think that's a good sign. Then we have home. So they believe that your person feels at home with you, feels like you're a comfort to them, feels like their heart is wide open for you. They have a big, big, big love for you with this big heart here. And you're forever going to be having a place within their heart. Even if things were to end, which they don't want to, they actually have a lot of hope for this connection to succeed and to make it to the next level because of the amount of love your person has towards you. And even if it's not said, they can see it. They can see the way this person looks at you, when this person talks about you, like the love they have in their eyes, since the eyes are the windows to the soul. They can see it. And then we have internal explorer. So They believe that you two, the more you two are together, the more you two are starting to get to know yourselves, the deeper parts of yourself that you never knew were there before. And even if this connection isn't easy, you two will have the opportunity to grow and to explore this connection and to really get to know each other on a deeper level, where you know each other like the back of your hands. And when you know each other like the back of your hands, you can expand and grow through that, even if there are challenges, because you know what the other person needs. They believe that you two have a lot of fun together with life force energy and the dolphins here, and that even if there are hardships and challenges, since dolphins are very wise, you two will both have the wisdom to get through any challenges of the connection, and that you two really expand each other's life force energy, where you two amplify each other's energies. So this person seems a lot more motivated ever since they've been in a connection with you. Seems like they have more energy to go towards their goals, their dreams, the things they want in life, their stability. It seems like they have more motivation. It seems like they're viewing life with more color. Ever since they've met you, you bring a lot of color and kind of like this happy sunshine energy into their life, and they see that. And so they're happy for their friend for that. Then we have new blueprints at the back of the deck. So this is a very unique connection that they never really see much connections like this. And they believe that this is something that's going to bring a new beginning to your person's life. But they also see that you two have a strong mental connection, strong communication that appears very fun and playful. And you two can help each other transform, bloom, grow into the best versions of yourself. And they really do hope that happens. And they really think that you two treat each other like royalty with the crown here. So they believe this connection can have the potential to succeed in some way, and I think that's a good sign. So this is your reading pile 3. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.